Okay folks, so we're coming into the main shopping area now of Croydon, and so this is the main drag, as it were. This is the main shopping area, and you can also see it's got trams as well, very much like Manchester in that sense. Manchester's had their trams for a long time though, and they're expanding all the time. So you got that way, and then this is the main sort of shopping area down here. As you can see, it's in one of those paved off sort of areas, very much like they do in a lot of town centres. You know, like I say, it's a good idea really, because like, you know, the thing is that, you know, because especially on a sort of Saturday or whatever, I mean, look at it for a Sunday even, do you know what I mean? I mean, Sunday, and look how busy it is, you know. And like I said, back in my time, back in my day, if this was like, what, I don't know, 70s or something or whatever, it would be virtually dead, do you know what I mean? You might have the odd one or two people wandering around, but it would be virtually dead. There would be nobody here if this was back in the 70s, like I said. But of course, these days, a lot of shops, it's all 24/7 sort of thing, you know what I mean? So it's very much about making money, and do you know what I mean, and commercialisation and all the rest of it sort of thing, which, you know, not an inherently bad thing necessarily, but, you know, just make you think, make you wonder. Anyway, right, so I think what we'll do is I think I'll head into the what do you call it, shopping centre, because they've got a brand new sort of indoor shopping mall, as the Americans would say, as my American cousins would say. You know, it's indoor shopping thing, and like, you know, I walked through it just before, because like, I think essentially, I don't know if it was there and then they remodeled it or what, I don't know, to be quite honest. Don't know any of its history or whatever. I know you got the Right Gift shopping centre, which is on the opposite side of this, actually. So you've got a shopping mall on one side of us and a shopping mall on the other side of us. And the Right Gift one has definitely been there the longest, I think. This shopping centre here, like I say, I don't know if it was remodelled or what, because, you know, I don't frequent Croydon that often. I've been here a few times, handful of times, whatever sort of thing, and that's just in the town centre, obviously. I've never explored the area to any great depth or whatever. So, but look, you see, like I said, you got this one here, right? You got this one, right? And then right across the road from it, you got that one over there. So, and that's the older one, and I think this one, like I said, I think this one, I don't know, maybe it's been remodelled, or it's, you know, it looks brand new anyway. So anyway, when I was walking through, it got me thinking about Dan Bell and the Dead Mall series and what have you, sort of thing. Now, I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to do this necessarily, because you know, the thing is that I don't believe in necessarily copying other people and what they do necessarily. Try to do my own thing, do you know what I mean? But has got me thinking, and I thought maybe I could do, instead of a Dead Mall series, a Living Mall series maybe. I don't know, it's just an idea that floated through my head. You know, Dan Bell does the Dead Mall series, maybe I could do the alternative, you know, the Living Mall series maybe. Perhaps, you know what I mean. So anyway, but yeah, so this, like I say, obviously has been recently, well, I say recently, I mean, I don't know, like I say, I've never checked out the history of it or anything like that. So, you know, but it's definitely new to me, and it definitely looks quite new. I mean, you look at the, what's that, I mean, it looks quite shiny and new looking, you know what I mean? So you get the sense that within the last couple of years at least, it's been done. So, you know, and like I say, I don't know if it was here originally and then they just remodelled it or what. I must admit, I can't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's go this way, it's a bit less crowded on this side. But yeah, so, like I said, maybe what I could do, like Dan Bell does, like I say, a Dead Mall series, maybe I could do the Living Mall series, perhaps. Because that's one thing you don't really get in England, that I'm aware of anyway. You don't really get like I say, you don't get dead moles or dying moles for that matter. You just don't get them. At least that I'm aware of anyway, because I've never come across any so far throughout my travels. Yeah, I can't say I've ever come across any that are on their last legs or that are closed down or whatever. Well, definitely not. Never seen any closed down ones, definitely not. So, but yeah, so as you can see, look, it looks like either, like I say, it's either been remodeled or this is brand new. I suspect it's actually remodeled because this must have been here before. Because I don't know, I can't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. I like this little bit we're coming up to as well, by the way. I like these big plate glass windows that you can like look out of. Gives up so much more natural light, and the fact is that presumably you'll get a nice view as well, presumably. Do you know what I mean? So let's check this. So let's see, let's check these windows out. See, we go down that way as well, look. You see, and I love this as well, this little bit here. Look, I like the way they've sort of like left this little space open like that. And it's the same on the other side, it's like a half circle or whatever you call it. And then you've got that little space down there, look. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's not bad. Not bad. So let's check these big windows out, because, like I say, again, it's something that I've, you know, each mall seems to have its own little unique little feature sometimes in some places. Oh look, there's one of the trams, by the way, going through. There goes one of the trams. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Nice little view. Interesting. Look, I love how these, you know, like I said, you know, again, I always go on about structure and things and the gubbins of things. I love that because of the shapes it creates, you know, the patterns and what have you. Always been into that sort of thing, me. I love shape and pattern and what have you, shape, form. I love look at the escalators. I love the way, again, I love all that sort of. That's pretty cool, man. Right, not sure if I'm going to go up in the escalator or not. Maybe. But I guess it's going to be much of the same thing, really. Oh, I'm really in the dark there, aren't I? It's really hard to see me because the light's behind me, and it should be behind the camera, like I've said before. Now that's better. You can see me again now. Well, that's going to be a bit worse, isn't it? When you're watching this back, Paul goes into the dark and you can't see him. Right, so I think we'll head back this way. This will bring us back eventually back into the high street. I'm just thinking, do I want to do the high street or not do the high street? See, look, I love the way they've got these little balcony things as well that go across like that. That's pretty cool. So obviously you've got this bit down there as well. It's quite large. Yeah, so the high street is just in front of us there. I don't know if you can see it properly through here. Anyway, right, so let's go and check out the rest of the high street, I guess. See, that was the other thing as well. When I was coming here, I thought to myself, I wonder if I can find some interesting parts of Croydon that I've never been to before. And so far, nothing much has come up, really. So anyway, let's carry on this way for now and see what we can see, I guess. Right, I think what I'll do is actually I'm going to stop the video now, and then I'll go into the high street, and then what I'll do is have a little nosy around the high street, and then see if there's anything worth. Oh, in fact, I'll tell you what. Actually, what's just popped into my head, why don't we go into the other shopping centre to get a contrast between the two shopping centres? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I like that. Right, okay, so now we're going to go into the right gift centre and we'll check it out. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Bye for now.